Oke. Bosan udah gini ya.
Check 1, 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Ambil video itu penting.
Kan belum banyak kan sih. Kalau memang masuk ke langsung. Hah? Minimum baseline 9 years.
Race ready? 9, 6. SK point. Nine, 7. SK point. Nine, 8. Out. SK point. Service over. Race ready? Nine. All. SK point. Ten, 9. Out. Escape. Mayang Putra point. Ten. All. Out. Escape point. Service over. Ten. 11. Mayang Putra point. Eleven. All. Mayang Putra point. Seven. 11. In. Mayang Putra point. Service over. Eleven. 30. SK point. Twelve. 30. point. Twelve, 14. Out. SK point. Service over. Mine. This ready. 40, 30. SK point. All. SK point. Forty, 15. Out. SK point. Service over. There's ready. 60, 40. SK point. Seventy, 40. Now, Mayang Putra point. Let's ready. 17, 15. Mayang Putra point. That's ready. 16, 17. Mayang Putra point. That's ready. 17. All. Or SK point. Please ready. 17, 18. SK point. Service over. Captain comes. Yes, ready? Yes, ready? Yes, ready? 90, 70. SK point. Game point. 20, 70. Mayang Putra point. Yes, ready? Game point. 20, 80. Mayang Putra point. Service over. Yes, ready? 19, game point 20. Mayang Putra point. Yes, ready? Game point 20, all. Basket point, clear baseline. Side change. Clear baseline. SK, baseline. Mayang Putra baseline. Faucet, win by SK, 21-20. There's Julius time. That's why I asked you to choose double compound.
It's our motion. Take out your phone.
Oh, change that. Oh, never here. Oh, is it? It's still there. Hello. But here is still a green. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the tournament for the year organized by the Singapore Sepaktakraw Federation. You will see now that Chief Referee Zainal Abidin Muhammad are arranging a mic to one of the Nepalese referee in Singapore, and you all are now currently will be watching a match between MAYANG PUTRA Sepaktakraw Club versus SK Sepaktakraw Club in the Perses Sepaktakraw Premier League for the Marathon Cup 2019. I'm happy with me today, Mr. Hafiz Abdullah will be the commentator for the games between MAYANG PUTRA and SK Sepaktakraw tournament, in which are currently being held at Singapore Heartbeat at Bedok. Tournaments are running with very smoothly this morning. Even there was some disruption at the early stage where players, both teams, were seen are not ready at full times. But Mr. Miswan Sati,
Second set, 21 points. MAYANG PUTRA first
has
serve.
been very kind
Left,
to
all.
give all assistance to ensure that both teams, MAYANG PUTRA
SK point.
Sepaktakraw Club and SK Sepaktakraw Club play on.
Love. 1.
This is a match now going on between
Out.
MAYANG PUTRA
SK point.
Sepaktakraw Club versus SK Sepaktakraw Club. MAYANG PUTRA currently wearing striped white black jersey, that is a MAYANG PUTRA, and SK wearing a dark green jersey.
Love.
Dark green
2.
SK Singapore Sepaktakraw Club, while
Out.
black and
SK
white
point.
jersey
Service over.
from MAYANG PUTRA. Ladies and gentlemen, with me today in Singapore, Heartbeat at Bedok, we
Yes,
are
ready?
broadcast live streaming at YouTube.
3.
You can go to
Look.
YouTube now. You just click Sepaktakraw Perses 2019. You can view tournament between
MAYANG PUTRA
MAYANG
point.
Sepaktakraw Club and SK Sepaktakraw Club. This is the third and fourth placing for the Perses Singapore Sepaktakraw Premier League for Marathon Cup 2019. Ladies and gentlemen,
3.
referee
1.
today is Mr. Apna Burung
MAYANG
from
PUTRA
Nepal
point.
and Hamdi from Singapore. So both of them are qualified referee for Singapore Sepaktakraw Federations, even though they are not the ASTAF referee accreditations, but they are the Singapore Sepaktakraw
3.
accreditation referee.
2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Singapore Sepaktakraw
In. SK
Premier
point.
League, for third and fourth placing for Marathon
Service
Cup
over.
2019. I now hand it over to my next colleague, commentator Hafiz Abdullah, will guide you through to this tournament. And remember that 1 p.m. this afternoon, there will be
Yes, ready.
a
Service
final
over.
match between Singapore Police Force Sepaktakraw Club and Alipichin
2.
Sepaktakraw Club.
4.
And this is a fantastic game. They will determine for those who are the first and second placing. So 1 o'clock games will determine who is
your
the
point.
champion, who is the runners-up for this year Sepaktakraw Premier League Marathon Cup. I therefore now hand it over to my colleague, Mr. Hafiz Abdullah.
2. 5. Toss, fall. SK point.
Then later. Net toss. No, he jumped and tossed the net. Yeah. No, toss the net. He jumped and tossed the net. That's why fall.
Ready.
Thank you, Jalim. Welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok here in Singapore, and welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its roots here in Southeast Asia. Right? The terminology is sepak, which means kick in Malay. Takraw is the rattan ball in Thai language. Right? In Myanmar, there's also a variation called chinlon, and in the Philippines, there's also sipa. Sepaktakraw is played 3-on-3. It's a bit like football, except that the rattan ball is meant to be kept in control and to be prevented from touching one's own court. Right? Each team is played in a Regu, which means that it's a trio. And for each Regu, there is a specialized role for each player. Right? We have the tekong. The tekong is a server. Right? In defending a serve, you can see the tekong usually taking position at the between the other two players. Right? And the tekong's job when serving is to place the ball into the opponent's court. Best to serve an ace, which the opponents cannot take. We also have the other position is called the feeder. Right? The feeder is the player who accurately feeds the ball up for the striker. The third player in the team is a striker, and the striker is meant to kill, right, the ball into the opponent's court.
SK point.
Right? And this is the part that makes Sepaktakraw very interesting. It's always about the killer doing some acrobatics to spike the ball into the opponent's court, and the other striker or the other killer is the one who will do the same acrobatics in order to defend or block the attacking kill. Right? An official match is usually won in the best of 3 sets. Right? The team that wins by 2 sets is declared the winner.
7.
Right? So in each set there are 21 rally points. Right? The meaning of a rally point is that in any play, one team will win the point. Right? That means if tekong serves the ball and it gets caught in the net, or it doesn't enter the opponent's court, the opponent immediately gets the point. This is different from the traditional way of having only the team serving to get the point. Right? So in the past there could have been a situation where it could be 4-2 and then back to 2-4 and then back to 4-2 and 2-4, and it will take a bit of time. So the present law helps the game become a bit more exciting in the sense that every single team, in every play, a team wins the point. Right? So for sure, this new rule change has made the game faster paced and more exciting. Right? So in a set of 21 points, in a situation of a deuce, which is 20-20, right, when the score is actually 20-20, it comes to a deuce, and in a deuce, it will not end at 21, but the team that takes a 2-point lead will win the set, right? And in the event of a 24-24 score, right, there will be just one last play, and the team that wins it, the team that makes it 25-24 will win the set. So now we see Mayang Putra and SK. Mayang Putra is the team in the striped, in the black and white stripes. SK is the team in dark green. They are now playing in the second set.
Mayang Putra point.
A mistake by the SK player. Mayang Putra wins the point. For Mayang Putra, we have number 4, Muhammad Ramli bin Sari, number 6, Muhammad Zulkifli bin Mawi, and number 11, Muhammad Iksan bin Jumat. For SK in dark green, we have in number 15, Muhammad Asri Arun, number 5, Darmizli bin Azlan, and number 10, Muhammad Noor bin Muhammad. Good morning and welcome again, everyone, to the Heartbeat at Bedok. We are witnessing the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup third and fourth playoff between Mayang Putra and SK. Right. For those unfamiliar with the sport, welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its roots in Southeast Asia. Right. It's an amalgamation of two terms, sepak and takraw. Sepak is the Malay word for to kick, and takraw is the Thai word that represents the rattan ball. Right? Well, actually, it used to be a rattan. Traditionally, it was a rattan ball. Now it's a plastic ball. Right? Other variations in the sport include a sport called chinlon in Myanmar and sipa in the Philippines. Sepaktakraw traditionally is played 3-on-3, just like this match that we're watching. It is a bit like football, so players are allowed to control the ball with any part of the body except the arms and the hands. It's played a bit like volleyball. Sepaktakraw is played 3-on-3, right? And each trio is called a Regu. The Regu has players with specialized roles, right? We have first the tekong, right? The tekong is the player. Usually in defending, he's in the middle, he's standing between the other two players, right? And the tekong's task, the tekong's primary task is to serve the ball when the team gets a serve, right? He has to place his non-serving foot in the circle, right? In the tekong circle, right? He has to ensure that while serving, his non-serving foot does not leave the circle, right? So what he usually does is he will launch his serve. Okay, he will launch his serving foot as high as possible so that the ball actually is launched into the opponent's court. Okay, if he does that successfully, that will be an ace, right? As for the defending team, the three of them will actually stand further behind in the court to actually receive the serve, right? And once they receive the serve, the usual play is that either the tekong or the feeder, the second player in the team, the feeder, will actually feed the ball high for the server, for the killer, for the striker to actually kill the ball into the opponent's court. Right? An official match is won by the best of 3 sets. A team that wins by 2 sets is declared the winner. Okay? There are 21 rally points in each set. Okay? The important term here is rally point because traditionally it was just a point, and in order to win a point, you would have to be serving the ball, right? So it used to be that a team may be leading 4-2 and makes the serve, and the serve doesn't go through, so the opponent gets the serve, and the score becomes 2-4. Okay, and if the opponent fails in the serve, it goes back to the other team, and it's 4-2. So the game is a bit slow. The game was slower in the past. The rule change now is that we have rally points. So in each rally point,
11, 12.
In every play, a team will win a point, right? So for example, SK has just done a serve. Okay, it did not go through, so Mayang Putra wins the point. Right? And the present play of 21 points is the serve happens for each team 3 times, regardless of who wins the point. Right? So for example, now Mayang Putra is serving, so they get to do 3 serves. Okay, and after they're done with the 3 serves, SK will take over and get the 3 serves. Right? By each play, no matter what, either team will win a point. Right? And for a set to have 21 points, in a situation where you have a 20-all situation, right, then we have a deuce. And in a deuce, a team that has the 2-point lead, the team that first achieves a 2-point lead will win the set. Right? And in a situation where it is 24-all, right, that will be the last play of the set, and the team that makes it 25-24 will win the set.
Mayang Putra point.
Excellent kill by the
Service over.
Mayang Putra striker.
Ready. 30. 13, 14.
Muhammad Asri Arun of Mayang to serve. Of SK to serve.
Mayang Putra point.
Sorry, beg your pardon, that was Asri of SK. Right? Mayang Putra to serve. No, beg your pardon, it was SK to serve.
Players ready. 13, 15.
Asri to serve. Mayang. Good take by Asri.
SK
And a good
point.
kill by number 5, Darmizli Ban Azlan of SK. And Mayang failed to receive the kill. And SK win the point.
Players ready. 14, 15.
14-15. Asri to serve for SK. Not a good serve.
Mayang Putra point. Service over.
Mayang Putra get the point. And Mayang Putra gets the first of 3 serves. The score now is 15 all.
16, 14.
16-14 to Mayang.
Out.
Darmizli with a
SK
kill.
point.
Mayang failed to receive. SK win the point.
Players ready.
Mayang to serve.
16, 15.
15-16 to Mayang.
Out. SK point.
SK get the point.
Players ready.
So it's 15-17 to Mayang.
16, all.
Good play by number 10, Muhammad Noor. Mayang with chance.
Mayang
Good kill.
Putra point. Service over.
By number 11, Muhammad Iksan bin Jumaat. Looks like Mayang Putra playing with double striker. Muhammad Ramli number 4 and Muhammad Iksan number 11.
Out. SK point. Yes, ready. 17, all.
Asri to serve. Excellent serve by Asri.
Point.
That was an ace. Point to SK.
Eighteen, 17.
18-17. That's a serve by Asri.
SK point. Service over.
It was another ace and SK get another point. 19-17 to SK. It's Mayang Putra to serve.
19.
17-19 to Mayang Putra.
Ball.
Fault
Mayang
committed
Putra
by
point.
the SK player. That was a mistake by Darmizli.
Yesterday.
Or rather, I beg your pardon, that was the mistake by Muhammad Noor. And so Mayang Putra get another point. It's 18-19.
18, 19.
Darmizli!
Mayang Putra point.
Mistake by Darmizli in trying to kill the ball, and Mayang Putra get another point. It's 19 all.
90. All.
Mayang Putra to serve. Mayang with a chance. Got him easily.
SK point.
Point for SK. 2019.
Service over. Players ready.
Asri to
Game
serve
point.
for SK.
90. Mayang Putra point.
Well, the serve didn't go through. So now it's 20 all and it's going to be a deuce. In a deuce, the team that takes a 2-point lead will win the set.
Players ready.
And Asri to serve for SK.
Game point. 20. All.
Game point.
Play baseline. Match win by SK. 21-20. 21-20.
Well, it looks like SK have won it by 2 sets. So this third and fourth placing has come to an end. Well done to Mayang Putra and congratulations to SK for winning the bronze in this Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the third and fourth placing match in the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between SK Sepaktakraw and Mayang Putra. SK have just won it by 2 sets. They have taken the bronze. The next game will be at 1 p.m. And that's the final of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Police and Ali Piche.
Done by I think.
Ini taruh je. Ini positif ni. Just put.
Keep place ready. Second go. On my right. Please, that is SK. Please, this is number 9, 7, and 18. On left, Mayang. Please, this is number 19, protected, number 2 and 12. Please in. Yes, one. Ready? Second go, proceed. Mayang to serve. Low. All. Point Mayang. One, love. Ball. Point stay. One, all. Point, Mayang. Service over. Ready? 1, 2. Ball. Point, Mayang. One, 3. In. Point, Mayang. One, 4. Fine. Is over. Four, 2. Out. Point stick. Four, 3. Point. Five, 3. Point. Service over. Three. Point. Mayang. Three, 7. Point, SK. Four. In. Service over. Eight.
And welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its roots here in Southeast Asia. Right? The name Sepaktakraw comes from two words. Sepak and takraw. Sepak is the Malay word for to kick, and takraw is the rattan ball in the Thai language. And variations of the sport exist in Southeast Asia. We have Chinlon in Myanmar and Sipa in the Philippines. Sepaktakraw is traditionally played 3-on-3. It is a bit like football played volleyball style, right? Except that for takraw we have the Regu, so a trio.
9.
The
5.
Regu consists of a trio, and the players each have specialized roles, right? The tekong is the player whose primary task is to serve the ball, best to place an ace into the opponent's court. The typical strategy is that by rules, the tekong, when serving, needs to keep his non-serving foot in the circle, and his serving foot will be launched as high as possible in order for him to launch the ball into the opponent's court.
Ready?
The second player is the feeder, right? And usually when the other team defends the serve, right, the tekong is usually in the middle, right? The three players will attempt to receive the ball, and usually the tekong or the feeder, the second player in the team, will attempt to feed the ball high into the center of the court for the third player of the team, the striker, to kill the ball into the opponent's court. And this is the aspect that makes the sport very interesting, because the two killers, right, the attacking killer and the defending killer, will attempt to do their acrobatics, and they launch themselves into the air. The attacking player, the attacking killer, attempting to kill the ball into the opponent's court, and the defending killer does the acrobatics in order to stop the attacking player from getting the point. Right? An official match is won by the best of 3 sets, and the team that wins by 2 sets is declared the winner. Each set consists of 21 rally points. By rally point, it means that in each play there will be a winner. There will be a winning point. Right? One of the teams will get the point. This is different from the traditional way of playing, whereby only the team that is serving will get the point. Right? For example, if the score is 4-2, the team serving, and the score is 4-2, if the team's serve gets caught in the net, or the opponent is the one who actually wins the play, then the opponent will get the serve, and the score becomes 2-4. And vice versa, the score might go 4-2 if the serving team doesn't win the point. Right? So that traditionally made the game a bit slower. Right? Now the game is faster paced and more exciting, because in every play, a team will get the point. So for example, if a server doesn't serve well and the serve gets caught in the net, the opponent immediately gets the point. Right? So 21 rally points usually happens faster than a set of 15 points with the traditional method.
12-7.
And in a 21 rally point set, when the score comes to 20 all, there will be a deuce. And in a deuce, the team that gets the 2-point lead first will win the set. And the maximum that will happen is 25 points. So if the score comes to 24 all, it will come the last play of the day, last play of the set, and the team that gets the winning 25-24 will win the set. Once again, everyone, a very good morning and welcome to Singapore. Welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok here in Singapore, and welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its roots here in Southeast Asia. The variations of the sport happen in Myanmar. It is called Chinlon, and in the Philippines it is called Sepak. Right? The word Sepaktakraw comes from two words: Sepak, which is the Malay word for to kick, and Takraw, which is the Thai word to represent the synthetic ball. Right? The game was traditionally played with a rattan ball, and in order to prevent injuries and to make the game safer, the ball has now been converted to become a synthetic ball, safer and a bit less painful than the rattan ball. The sport is traditionally played 3-on-3, and each trio is called a Regu. Okay, and like football, played volleyball style, Takraw is played, okay, and specialized roles for each player in the Regu. Okay, the tekong is the server, the feeder is meant to feed the ball into for the third player, the striker, to kill the ball. And Mayang played the ball out of bounds from the court, so SK win the point. Once again, everyone, welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw. Welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok. We are witnessing the third and fourth playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra in the white and black stripes and SK in green. This is the second Regu, right, in this team event. The first Regu was won by SK by 2-0. We are now playing the second Regu, right? It is still the first set. Mayang Putra to serve, right? In the modern game, it is
15-9.
each team gets 3 sets regardless of who wins the point. So now with Mayang Putra serving, Mayang will serve 3 times, followed by SK serving 3 times, and it will go back and forth regardless of who is winning the point. And that was an excellent kill by the number 7 of SK. That's Muhammad Afif Safi'i, Singapore's national striker. No, beg your pardon, that was number 7, Muhammad Ian Haziq bin Machili.
It's really 15-10.
Playing for SK now in the second Regu, we have number 18, Maizan bin Muhammad. We have number 9, Muhammad Yasin Suhaimi. And number 7, Muhammad Ian Haziq Machili. For Mayang Putra, in this second Regu, we have number 2, Nur Aiman bin Zainul. Number 12, Muhammad Danish Irfan bin Muhammad Faisal. And number 19, Nur Amin Shahruddin bin Jasman. SK to serve. Good serve by number 18.
Just ready. 13-16.
13-16. SK to serve. Bison serve, hits the net, but goes in. Chance for Mayang Putra. Excellent strike by number 2, Nur Aiman bin Zainul. Failed to be kept by the SK players.
What's up?
Mayang Putra to serve now.
Just ready. 17-13.
Tekong number 12, Muhammad Danish Irfan, Muhammad Faisal. Danish Irfan with the serve. SK receive.
Hello.
Excellent block by number 2, Nur Aiman bin Zainul of Mayang Putra. The kill was executed by number 7, Muhammad Ian Haziq. That was a good defending by Nur Aiman and wins the point for Mayang Putra.
Ready.
Mayang Putra to serve again.
13.
18-13 to Mayang Putra. And SK failed to keep it in. SK failed to keep up the ball. Mayang Putra win another point. It's 19-13 to Mayang Putra.
19-13.
Danish Irfan to serve.
Ball. Service
That
over.
was a cheeky serve, but he didn't quite come off. So SK win the point. It's 14-19.
14-19.
Maizan to serve for SK. Nur Aiman. Excellent kill. Set point for Mayang Putra 20-14.
Ready. 14. Game point 20.
Game point. And Mayang Putra wins it.
Inside.
And Mayang Putra win the first set by 21-14. The teams will now change sides for the second set in the second Regu of the third and fourth playoff between Perses in the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup.
This baseline. Second Regu percent win by Mayang 21-14. 2 minutes break.
We have a 2-minute break as ruled by the ref. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to the heartbeat at Bedok here in Singapore, and welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its roots and origins here in Southeast Asia. Sepaktakraw, the words Sepak and Takraw. Sepak, which is the word to kick in Malay, and Takraw, which is the Thai word that talks about the rattan ball, the synthetic ball. We have variations in the sport all across Southeast Asia. There is Chinlon that's being played in Myanmar and Sipa played in the Philippines. Sepaktakraw is traditionally played 3-on-3. It is a bit like football combined with volleyball. In Sepaktakraw, we have a trio known as the Regu, and each player has his specialized role. First, we have the Tekong, the server, and his primary role is to serve the ball into the opponent's court. The rule is that the Tekong must have his non-serving foot in the circle, and his serving foot will be launched high, and the ball to be launched into the opponent's court as sharply as possible. Right? It is down to the 3 opponents to receive the ball. Right? And in the usual play, we have in defending, the Tekong is usually in the middle, and the Tekong, the feeder and the killer of the defending team will be standing towards the back of the court, because that's where the ball is usually launched. They will attempt to receive the ball, and the play is usually such that the Tekong or the feeder will feed the ball high into the middle of the court for the killer or the striker to execute his kill, his acrobatic strike to kill the ball into the opponent's court. Right? And this is the thing that
Time's
makes
up,
the sport of Sepaktakraw very interesting, because when the attacking killer launches himself to the air acrobatically to kill the ball, the opponent's killer will attempt to block using his body and his leg stretched out
Yes, ready.
big to
Second
block
set.
the attacking kill.
All.
We are now in the second set of the second Regu of the third and fourth playoff between
Fine.
of the
Mayang.
Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK.
Left.
Mayang
One.
Putra are the team in the black and white stripes. SK is the team in dark green top. We have just started the second set. The first set was won
Ready?
by Mayang Putra.
All.
Number 18 of SK to serve. Number 19. And a kill by
Fine.
Mayang Putra. Point for Mayang Putra. Well, Sepaktakraw, the official match is won by the best of 3 sets. Okay, a team that wins by 2 sets is declared the winner. Right? Each set consists of 21 rally points, and the meaning of a rally point is that in every play, either team will win the point.
Point SK.
Point for SK as the Mayang Putra serve did not go through. Mayang Putra get the serve again.
Down. All.
In the modern game now, for 21 in a set of 21 points, each team gets to serve 3 times, regardless of who wins the point.
All. Point SK. Down. 3. Ball. Yes, it is over. Four, 2. Bye, Mayang.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very good morning
3.
to everyone. A warm welcome to Singapore, and welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw here at the Heartbeat at Bedok here in Singapore. Right? Sepaktakraw is a sport that has its roots and origins here in Southeast Asia. Sepaktakraw is the word consisting of 2 words, sepa and takraw. Right? Sepa is the Malay word for to kick, and takraw is the Thai word for the synthetic ball that's been used in this game. Right? There are variations in the sport. Chin Lon is played in Myanmar, and Sipa is played in the Philippines. Here we're witnessing the 3rd and 4th playoff in the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup
It is over.
between Mayang Putra and SK. It's a team event, so in the first Regu, SK have won by 2 sets to 0, and so SK take the first Regu. This is the second Regu,
5.
and in here now we have the second set. The first set was won by Mayang Putra, and now Mayang Putra to serve.
In.
Excellent serve by number 12. That's Muhammad Danish Irfan. The SK player tried to let the ball run over his head, but apparently the ball actually went in. Right, so another point for Mayang Putra.
5 all.
The score is now 5 all, and Mayang Putra to serve. Mayang keep the ball. SK have a chance now. Number 7. Oh,
All.
fault committed by number 7 of SK. So Mayang Putra win the point. As you probably could see, ladies and gentlemen, Sepaktakraw, the players are actually allowed to actually celebrate in front of their opponents. They can taunt their opponents a bit, although not excessively. Right. And we see that a lot in the highest levels of the game, especially the Asian Games and the SEA Games. Sepaktakraw has been a mainstay in the Asian Games and SEA Games for a long time. Thailand are the traditional best team in the world, right? As well as in Asia, of course. Right? Malaysia come close. Indonesia and Vietnam are two other strong teams. Even Myanmar and Laos, right? As well as Singapore,
5-7,
trying to be amongst the best. But the sport has been picked up by the other Asian nations too. That means outside of Southeast Asia, Japan and Korea have made waves in this sport already, and even the women have started to play the sport. Right? The Asian Games saw 6 events in the men's team in the men's section. Thailand winning 4 gold medals, Malaysia win 1, and host Indonesia winning the other one. The sport of Sepaktakraw, the Asian Games was co-hosted by Jakarta and Palembang. Sepaktakraw was played in Palembang in the Ranau Hall in the the brand new Jakabaring Sport City. Singapore made a good account of themselves, winning 2 bronzes in the men's quadrant and the men's Regu. Right? The men's quadrant is a modern game now, a variation of the sport where we have 4 against 4. Right? Something new in the sport. Excellent play now. Oh, what a play. Right. In the men's section in the Asian Games, we had the men's team Regu, we had the men's team doubles, we had the men's singles Regu, and the men's quadrant.
7-all.
Right? And the women have the women's Regu and the women's quadrant. Thailand, so the 6 events in the Sepaktakraw in the Asian Games. Thailand won 4 gold medals, Malaysia won 1 gold medal, and Indonesia winning the other gold medal. The Thais were the best team in the tournament, winning 2 gold medals for the men and 2 gold medals for the women. Malaysia won the men's Regu, and Indonesia won the men's quadrant, the final tournament of the Asian Games held in Palembang.
All. Service over. It's ready. 10, 8. In. Ten, 9. 11-9. Point. Service over. This ready. 9-12. Point.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Singapore Heartbeat at Bedok.
10,
You can
12.
see now a match between Mayang Putra Sepaktakraw Club and SK Sepaktakraw Club. We can say it here that SK Sepaktakraw Club, one of the favorite club in Singapore, while even this year in the Perses Sepaktakraw Super League, Perses League's Marathon Cup, SK down to
11,
third or
12.
fourth placing, but yet the players from SK, most of them are in the national team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
It is
to
over.
the
Point
live
SK.
streaming Sepaktakraw Premier League Singapore Marathon Cup at Heartbeat at Bedok.
13-11.
SK with green jersey, while Mayang Putra with a black strap white jersey. Referee for today is Harun Kosnan. He has been referee for the past 30 years, Harun Kosnan, and Nepalese referee Apna from
14-11.
Gurkha Police Contingent. In the first Regu, SK wins Mayang Putra. Now the
Point,
match is
Mayang.
at second Regu, second set. We can see now at the moment both teams are doing their best. If
This ready.
SK wins
14,
this
12.
Regu, it means that SK will be third placing in this year 2019 Sepaktakraw Championship. As you are aware now, Sepaktakraw
Point to
has
Mayang.
been
It's over.
accepted by IOC recently, last 3 days, to be one of the spots to be broadcast any tournament, international, regional, or one of the best games in the country. Even IOC
Time out.
can consider to air the tournament. On behalf of the Singapore Sepaktakraw Federation's Perses, in which a member of ISTAB, we feel very honored to have Sepaktakraw in the Olympic channel. For past 3 years, we have been working very closely in Perses, especially with Miswan Satim, the chairman of the tournament, to bring the standards of the competitions to the high level. Yes, certainly the referee play important part. Samsul Kahalo, also one of the good referee as well, linesman. Even though he have a problem sometime, but he can overrule anytime. The referee role are very, very important. Not only in Singapore, the role of referee from all over the country, yet to upgrade the standard of the referee. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Singapore
Time,
Heartbeat
blessing.
at Bedok. You are now watching a live streaming for the games between SK Sepaktakraw Club
Yes, ready.
and Mayang Putra Sepaktakraw Club.
13,
Now I
14.
hand it over to my next commentator, Hafiz Abdullah.
In. 13, 15. Ball, point to SK. Thirteen, 16. Ball. Service over.
Bedok, we are witnessing the third and fourth playoff between third and fourth playoff of the
16,
Perses
14.
Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between SK and Mayang Putra. Mayang Putra is the team wearing the white and black stripes. SK is the team in green.
Sixteen, 15.
The Perses Premier League 2019 has just concluded. In the league, in the 12-team league, Ali Piche have finished first, Police SA have finished second, Mayang Putra third, and SK fourth. And from the league positions, this is where we come to the third and fourth playoff between Mayang Putra and SK. Right? Later at 1 p.m., we will witness the final of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Ali Piche, ST, and
17,
Police Sports
15.
Association. Sepaktakraw is a sport traditionally from Southeast Asia. Right? It has made a good appearance in the Asian Games for, since 1990, I believe. In the 2018 Asian Games, just last year, right? The Asian Games was hosted by the two Indonesian cities, co-hosted by
15,
Jakarta and Palembang. Right? The Sepaktakraw was held in Palembang, right? In the Ranau Hall and in the brand new Jakabaring Sport City. Six categories or 6 events were being held in Sepaktakraw, 4 by the men and 2 by the ladies. It ended with Thailand winning 4 gold medals, 2 by the men and 2 by the ladies, and another gold medal from Malaysia and another gold medal from Indonesia. Right? Malaysia won the gold medal in the men's Regu, and Indonesia won the gold medal in the men's quadrant. Right? The quadrant is a new system, 4-on-4. Sepaktakraw is traditionally played 3-on-3, just like what you see in the screen right now, in this game right now.
Ready?
The 3
19.
players in each team have their specialized role. Right? Each trio is called a Regu. Right? The first player is the tekong. Right? The tekong is the person who serves the ball. The rule is that the tekong must have his non-serving foot in the circle, whereas the serving foot will launch it high into the air, right, to strike the ball and launch it downwards into the opponent's court. Right? This is the usual way to actually send a fast ball into the opponent's court. Right? The opponents, 3 of them will stand further behind, closer to the baseline, trying to receive the ball. And what they will do is they will receive the ball, and usually in the each team is allowed maximum of 3 touches. So in terms of tactics, they will receive the ball, right? So the first touch is by one of the players. Usually the second touch is by the feeder or the tekong, who will feed the ball high into the air into the mid-court or possibly closer to the net for their striker, the third player in the team, to do the acrobatics and kill the ball. And what usually happens is the defending team will also send their striker or killer to jump into the air and make himself big to block the attacking kill from the attacking player. And this is the thing that makes the sport very exciting, because it is always about the 2 strikers coming into the air, right? One trying to kill, the other trying to block, right? And the kill, there is the sunback spike, whereby the player jumps and strikes the ball, trying to kill the ball into the opponent's court. I beg your pardon.
Yan, yan.
And the other way to kill, the more exciting way, is the rolling spike, where the player makes a 360. Okay? So, yes, we have the two techniques, the sunback spike and the rolling spike, right? Also known as a gulung in the Malay language. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and good afternoon rather. The time check is 12:15. Okay? Welcome to the Heartbeat it's 12:11 p.m. Welcome to Singapore, and welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok here in Singapore. Welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw. Welcome to the third and fourth playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK. So welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw. For the uninitiated, this is a sport which has its roots in Southeast Asia, right? It comes from two words, sepak and takraw. Sepak is the Malay word to kick, and takraw is the synthetic ball in the Thai language. Right? There are variations across Southeast Asia for this sport. We have the sport of Chin Lon played in Myanmar and Sipa played in the Philippines. Sepak takraw is played 3-on-3, a bit like football, volleyball style. So the players are allowed to use any part of the body to make contact with the ball, except the arms and the hands. Each trio is called the Regu, and in a Regu, the three players have their specialized roles. Okay, the first player is called the tekong. That's the player who serves the ball. Right. In doing the serve, the rule is that the tekong must keep his non-serving foot in the circle. Right. And the serving foot is launched as high as possible, usually in order to send a fast ball downwards into the opponent's court. Okay. You would probably notice that in defending the serve, in receiving the serve, the three players will stand a bit further back, a bit further behind, right, closer to the baseline, because the ball is usually sent fast, right? And they will attempt to, each team is allowed 3 touches on the ball, right? So the first touch is usually meant to receive the ball, right? And the second touch is usually by the tekong or the feeder to launch the ball high into the air, into the mid-court, or better still, close to the net, for the third player, which is the striker or the killer, to actually make the kill. Right? Good play, and oh! That was a good move by the number 12 of the Mayang Putra player. Right? Very clever play. He actually, instead of feeding the ball for his striker, he actually just launched the ball back into the opponent's court, and the opponent wasn't ready and couldn't receive the ball.
Love 3.
The score is love 3 now. SK to serve. That was a cheeky serve by the SK number 18. Right? That's Maizan Muhammad for you. Right? Maizan actually, instead of sending a fast ball, he actually sliced the ball, and the ball actually went to the nearer part of the court. The ball came into the SK court, but closer to the net, and the SK players didn't quite know how to receive that ball. Right? And there was a bit of a worry when one of the SK players, one of the Mayang players, saw that one of the Mayang players was a bit down with an injury, but I think he's okay. Right? SK to serve now. Number 18 again. Good serve, but received by the Mayang player, and a kill by didn't quite work out this time. Right? That's number 2 of Mayang Putra, Nur Aiman bin Zainul. His kill did not quite make it.
Timeout.
And Mayang Putra have called for a timeout. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from Singapore, and welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok, and welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw a sport that has its origins here in Southeast Asia. Right? This sport is primarily played in Southeast Asia, but we saw in the Asian Games in Palembang in August 2018, just about a year ago, the sport has already been picked up by many of the Asian nations. We had Japan and Korea and Nepal and Pakistan, as well as India. And India made news in the Asian Sepaktakraw world with a bronze medal, right, for the men. Right? Singapore did a good account of themselves with 2 bronzes in the men's Regu and the men's quadrant. Right? There were 6 events being played in the Asian Games Sepaktakraw. 4 gold medals were won by Thailand, okay, which consists of 2 by the men and 2 by the women.
2.
As for the other 2 gold medals, Malaysia won the men's Regu and Indonesia won the last tournament of the last event of the tournament in the men's quadrant. Right? The quadrant is a new feature in this game. It is played 4-on-4. Quite interesting to see 4 players defending the ball and possibly even 2 strikers being employed because of the number of players on the court.
3 all.
But traditionally the sport is played 3-on-3, right? And as you can see here on your screen, it's 3-on-3. We have each team consisting of a tekong, a feeder, and a striker. Right? The tekong's job is to serve. The feeder, or possibly even the tekong, in defending the ball. Okay, because each team gets 3 touches in a play. Okay, so the first touch is usually to receive the ball. The second touch is usually by the tekong or the feeder to launch high into the air for the third player of the team, the striker or the killer, to launch an acrobatic strike into the opponent's court. Right? And this is the feature of the sport that makes it very interesting, because the 2 strikers will collide, possibly even collide, because they will both launch themselves into the air. The attacking player will attempt to strike the ball into the court, and the defending striker will attempt to make himself big in order to block the ball from the striker's skill.
Service over.
An official match is won by best of 3 sets. A team that wins by 2 sets is declared the winner. Each set consists of 21 rally points. Okay? And the meaning of a rally point is that in each play, either team will win the point. Okay? Traditionally, it was only the serving team that can win the point. So if a team is serving and they win the play, they get the point. If the defending team actually win the play, they will not get the point, but the serve goes back to them, right? So you could see possibly a team leading 6-4 and serving, and the serve did not come off well, so the other team gets a serve, and the score is 4-6. And if the other team doesn't get the serve done well, then it will go back to the other team and become 6-4. So it goes back and forth without the team actually winning the point. So that was the traditional way the game was being played. Now, and just like in other sports such as badminton and volleyball, we have rally points. Right? In a rally point, every team, in each play, either team will win the point. So in takraw, if the serve doesn't come off well, the opponents get the point. And so it can be argued that the rally point actually punishes the team that doesn't actually serve well. And in 21 rally points, if the score comes to 20 all, it comes to a deuce. And in a deuce, the team that gets the 2-point lead first will win the set. Right? And in a situation of 24 all, it takes either team to make it 25-24 as the last play of the set to win the set.
It's ready. 7-5. Players, baseline. Players inside.
And once again, a very warm
Inside.
good afternoon, right? It's a good afternoon and a very warm welcome, and literally we mean that because the Singapore weather is now very hot, right? So good afternoon and welcome to Singapore, and welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok, where we witness the 3rd and 4th playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019. between 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK. Right? It's a team event. So in the first Regu, it's best of 3 Regus.
Ready?
The first Regu was
8,
won by SK by
5.
2-0. Now we are in the second set of the second Regu.
Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the sport of
9,
Sepaktakraw, a sport that
5.
has its origins here in Southeast Asia. Sepaktakraw consists of 2 words, Sepa and Takraw. Sepa is the Malay word for to kick, and Takraw is the Thai word which represents the synthetic ball that's being played. Right? There are variations in the sport. Chin Lon is played in Myanmar
It is
and
over.
Sepa is played in the Philippines. Sepaktakraw is traditionally played 3-on-3, so such as this one, the Regu. So the Regu is 3-on-3. It's like football played volleyball style, right? And in a Regu, the 3 players have their specialized roles. We have the tekong, whose primary job is to serve the ball. The rule is that the tekong must have his non-serving, in serving the ball,
5,
his
11.
non-serving foot must remain in the circle. And the serving foot is launched high into the air, into the opponent's court, right? And the other Regu will attempt to defend by receiving the ball, right? In defending, the tekong is usually between the other 2 players. In Sepaktakraw, each team is only allowed 3 touches. So the first touch is usually to receive the ball, and the second touch is usually by the feeder or the tekong to launch the ball high into the air for the striker to do his acrobatic kill into the opponent's court.
It is over.
So an official match is won by best of 3 sets. Right? An official an official Regu is won by best of 3 sets. The team that wins by 2 sets is declared the winner. Each set consists of 21 rally points. In rally points, we mean that in every play there will be a winner. In the olden days, only the serving team actually wins the point. Right? So the modern game now is a bit faster because even a simple serve that gets caught in the net, the opponents get the point immediately. And this has made this new rule change has made the game more exciting
30.
and faster paced. Right? And in a rally point set or in 21 rally points, if the score comes to 20 all, it goes to a deuce. And in a deuce, the team that takes the 2-point lead first will win the set. Right? And if it comes to 24 all, it will come to the last play of the day, last play of the set, and the team that makes it 25-24 will win the set.
Match win by Mayang Putra 21-14, 17-21 and 15-6. Good game. Good game. Right. Good game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw. This sport is a mainstay in the Asian Games and the SEA Games. The SEA Games 2019 will be held in the Philippines. It will be held in late November and early December. Right? The SEA Games will be co-hosted by several Philippine cities and towns. Manila will host the bulk of the games, the bulk of the competitions. Some sports will also be held in Bulacan, some in Clark, and some in Subic, and some of the water sports to be held in Batangas. Sepaktakraw will be held in Subic. Right? In last year's Asian Games in Palembang, right, the Asian Games 2018 was co-hosted by the 2 Indonesian cities, Jakarta and Palembang. Jakarta took the bulk of the sports, whereas Palembang took the lesser sports. Sepaktakraw was played in Palembang in the Ranau Hall of the brand new Jakabaring Sport City. Sepaktakraw, there were 6 events in the Asian Games 2018. 4 of the gold medals were won by Thailand, 1 by Malaysia, and the other gold medal was won by the host city, the host country, Indonesia. Singapore did a very good account of themselves. Singapore won 2 bronzes, one in the men's Regu and one in the other in the men's quadrant. Right? The quadrant is a new feature in this sport of Sepaktakraw. It is played 4-on-4, right? And it's made the game more exciting. It's interesting to see 4 players trying to defend a serve. Okay, and the serve is not done in the serving circle, but done from the baseline. Okay, and the serve is whereby the server will serve from the baseline, whereas the other three players, were allowed to actually stand close to the net and form a wall to make it difficult for the opponents to see the ball. But this 3rd and 4th placing Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup, here played between Mayang Putra and SK, is the typical Regu, right? The traditional way the game is being played. There are 3 specialized roles in the Regu. We have the tekong, the feeder, and the killer. Right? The tekong's main task is to serve the ball. Right? The feeder, in a defending the team that's defending, the 3 players tend to stand further to the back of the court, closer to the baseline, because the serve is usually served fast. Right? And the tekong is usually in defending is placed between the other 2 players. Okay. In any play, each team is only allowed 3 touches. So the first touch is usually in trying to defend. Right? The first touch is to receive the ball. The second touch is usually by the tekong or the feeder, and he launches the ball high into the air for the 3rd player in the team, which is a striker, to actually kill the ball into the opponent's court. Okay, and this striking, the striker's role of both teams is the mainstay or the thing that makes the sport very interesting, because each time attacking striker makes his acrobatics to kill the ball, the defending striker will usually jump high and spread his body large in order to stop the kill from happening into his court. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Singapore. The temperature is hot here in Singapore right now. Welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its origins here in Southeast Asia. Right? It has variations across Southeast Asia. Chin Lon is played in Myanmar. Sipa is played in the Philippines. Right? The sport, especially in the Asian Games, is now picked up by the other Asian nations. Right? 16 teams actually took part in the Asian Games Sepaktakraw last year in Palembang, Indonesia. We had Japan, Korea. We had the likes of Japan, Korea, Nepal, Pakistan, and India taking part. Right? And Japan and Korea even had the women playing the sport. Right? So the sport has been played actively well in these 2 countries. Right? Even India had their women's team. Right? Malaysia as well, Thailand, Laos, okay, and Myanmar, right? And host Indonesia as well, right? The Indonesian women also did a good account of themselves by winning the women's quadrant. Right? 6 events were held in the Asian Games Sepaktakraw last year. Thailand winning 4 of the gold medals. Malaysia won another gold medal, and Indonesia winning the other gold medal. Right? Thailand won 4 gold medals. The men took 2 of the golds, and the women took 2 of the golds. Thailand won the men's team doubles, okay, and the men's team Regu. The women won the other 2 gold medals. Malaysia won the men's Regu, and Indonesia won the men's quadrant. Right? Sepaktakraw in each Regu has each player has his own specialized role. we have the Tekong, who is meant to serve the ball into the opponent's court. Okay, and in defending, you notice that the 3 players stand closer to the baseline because the ball is usually sent fast. Right. In each play, a team is only allowed 3 touches. So in receiving the ball, the first touch is usually to receive the ball. The second touch is usually by the Tekong or the feeder, who launches the ball high into the air, closer to the net, for the striker to do the acrobatic strike and kill the ball into the opponent's court. And that was a very good serve by the number 11 of SK. Right, that is Muhammad Shafiq Abdullah. Right, good serve by Shafiq. Okay, Shafiq is serving again. Okay, number 4, Muhammad Shafiq Juraimi is throwing the ball to him. Okay, Shafiq Abdullah serving the ball. Right. Mayang Putra is the other team in the black and white stripes. Right. I think they get this. Mayang Putra get the serve now. In the modern game, each team is allowed 3. Each team gets to serve the ball 3 times. Okay. So regardless of who wins the point. So number 9 of Mayang Putra, that's Daniel Shah, to throw the ball for
1, 2.
Point, SK.
SK with the point. Welcome to Singapore. Welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok. We are now witnessing the 3rd and 4th playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK.
Out. On Mayang.
That was a good kill by the number 2 of SK. Mayang Putra now to serve.
2, 3.
Mayang Putra, number 18, Lester Ong Junkai, is serving.
Out.
Ball
Point
is out of
SK.
play. A point for SK.
Service over.
Which is now SK to serve.
4-2.
4-2, SK to serve.
Point SK.
Mayang Putra did not receive the ball well, so SK win another point. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, very good afternoon and a very warm welcome in Singapore. Right, the weather is really hot outside. Welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its origins here in Southeast Asia. Right, variations of the sport happen in Myanmar, and it's called Chinlon, and the Philippines where it's called Sipa. Right?
6-2. On Mayang. Service over. Three, 6. Point, SK.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Singapore. Welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok. We are now witnessing the 3rd and 4th playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK. Right. Today we are very pleased to have special guests from Indonesia. Right. Our guest of honor today is Pak Islah Taufik Effendi, who is the Wakil Ketua Umum, which is the Deputy Governor, Deputy President of the PSTI, which is the Persatuan Sepaktakraw Indonesia, right? And he is from South Sumatra. right? We met him at the
4,
Asian Games 2018 in Palembang last year, right? Joining him is Pak Edward Jaya, the staff governor of South Sumatra,
Service
and
over.
Pak Zainul Bahri Haz of who is the mantan wakil ketua DPRD of Sumsel. Right? In about a few minutes, we will have the interview by Dato' Abdul Halim Kade with Pak Islah Taufik Effendi, who is the Wakil Ketua Umum of Persatuan Sepaktakraw Indonesia. So stay tuned.
Puan Mayang. Eight, 5. Point, Mayang.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and a very warm welcome in Singapore. The weather is hot outside. Welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its origins here in Southeast Asia. Right? We are now witnessing the third and fourth playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK. In a short while, today we are pleased to have our guest of honor, our special guest from Indonesia. Our guest of honor is Pak Islah Taufik Effendi, who is the Wakil Ketua Umum or the Deputy President of the PSTI, which is the Persatuan Sepaktakraw Indonesia. Joining him are Mr. Edward Jaya, the Staff Governor of South Sumatra, and Mr. Zainul Bahri Haz, the Mantan Wakil Ketua DPRD. Right? In a short while, we will have the interview conducted by Dato' Abdul Halim Kade, President of Asian Sepaktakraw Federation and President of Perses, who will interview Pak Islah Taufik Effendi, who is the Deputy President of the Persatuan Sepaktakraw Indonesia. Right? So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and let's enjoy the game. What a play! Goodness me, what a play! Right? It was a very good block by the Mayang Putra player, but still SK win the point.
Seven, 10. Point Mayang. Service over.
Pak Taufik, terima kasih kerana datang ke Singapura. Kita ucapkan ribuan terima kasih kerana Pak Taufik telah tiba di Singapura untuk menjadi tetamu kehormat dalam kejohanan Sepaktakraw Premier League Singapura bagi piala ataupun Marathon Cup 2019. Bagaimana Pak Taufik lihat sejauh ini perkembangan takraw yang sedang berlaku di Heartbeat at Bedok, Singapura?
Terima kasih Pak Dato' Halim. Saya merasa bangga dan kagum sekali atas kehormatan, penghargaan yang tidak terhingga saya ucapkan. Perkembangan sepak takraw di Singapura ini, saya merasa suatu saat nanti akan menjadi bisa menjadi kiblat sepak takraw di dunia. Karena apa? Karena setiap tahun dilaksanakannya kejuaraan Super League seperti ini. Sekali lagi saya atas nama Indonesia dalam rangka kejuaraan bangsa ini, saya mengucapkan terima kasih dan selamat ulang tahun Singapura yang ke
9
Agustus nanti. Terima kasih. Bravo Singapura.
We would like to thank Mr. Islah Taufik, who fly from Palembang, South Sumatra with two other delegation members. That's Mr. Edward and Zainul, and to be the guest of honor at today's prize presentation Singapore Sepaktakraw Premier League Marathon Cup at 1 p.m. It will be also live streaming to the YouTube and also to all Sepaktakraw channel. On behalf of the Singapore Sepaktakraw Federations, let me thank Mr. Isla Taufik
10,
has
30.
kindly to be the guest of honor.
Fine, Mayang. Service over. Thirteen, 11. Fine, SK. Fourteen, 11. Fine, SK.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. With us here is Mr. Miswan Satin, the chairman of tournaments for the last 2 years of this Perses Marathon Cup. Right? So, Mr. Miswan, good afternoon.
15,
Thank you for
11.
being here. Right? May we know what's this tournament about and how much success have we had in this tournament?
Well, thank you, Hafiz. This tournament is 2 years I'm
Service over.
heading for this tournament committee. I must say that this year we have about 12 teams competing in the Perses Premier League Marathon Cup. At the moment, what we are having now is third and fourth placing. If you ask me the level of Sepaktakraw players in
11,
Singapore,
16.
this is one of the best club, the fourth best club that competing
Fine, SK.
in the top four. Okay, now we have third and fourth placing. You judging by their skill, I must say this is very good. And come 1 o'clock, we have final of police between police and
11.
Ali Piche.
17.
We have it's a good team. Both comprises of current national players and former national players. So keep to date. At 1 o'clock, they will be competing the best of Sepaktakraw skill in Singapore.
Thank you, Mr. Miswan. So, what do you think of the Singapore national team right now with the players from, for this third and fourth, we have Mayang Putra, we have SK, and in the final later we have Ali Piche, we have Police, right? Does it all go well for the national team?
Yeah, of course, all these good players, they are fitting to the
11,
national elite
18.
squad. But once you are elite squad, that's a different ballgame already. That you have to put in your best, in order to represent the Singapore. Because to represent Singapore is an honor for everybody. It's a dream for every player to represent Singapore. Not only your skill, but we also look at your
Place ball down.
what they call it, not only skill, but look at your overall attitude. So over here, not only your skill, when you go up to national team, you must be with the attitude, because there's no easy way to success, right? So the players have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice in order to play for Singapore, right?
In Mayang
Mr.
Putra.
Miswan, Singapore
Yes,
did
number
pretty
9
well
out,
in last year's
number
Asian
18,
Games. We had
number
2
19.
bronzes, right? In the men's Regu and men's quadrant. I think we have higher hopes, we would say, for this SEA Games to be held in Subic in the Philippines. How's the national team progressing for this one?
Yeah, so always pray that Singapore Sepaktakraw players can live up to their position, because this is Sepaktakraw
Okay,
is
ready?
within this region. So Singapore should claim the
19, 11.
But as I said, there's no easy way. They have to put heart and soul in order to achieve that medal. Hopefully Singapore can go to the gold. But it's a long way, but nothing is impossible. I just want to wish the present Singapore squad all the best, preparing for coming
baseline,
SEA Games in Manila.
Mayang.
Hopefully they do not have any injury. That is very important, no injury, and they keep on giving their best.
And one last question. Last year's Asian Games saw many Asian teams from outside Southeast Asia taking part. Right, we had Japan, we had Korea, Korea, India, and not only do the men play, they even had the women taking part in the sport. Right, and we even had teams from Nepal and Pakistan already playing the sport in the Asian Games. What is the future of this sport? How far can we go, you think?
Well, you are asking about what the future of this sport. You know, yesterday, one of the best news revealed by our president, Mr. Alim Kadir. You know, we are now in the IOC listing for the broadcasting. We feel proud, you know, that this sport is in the IOC. You know, in the IOC. So this sport is going pretty well towards the IOC, to the Olympic. So we welcome not only the Asian or Asia Pacific, we also welcome, you know, the other part of continent, like, you know, Europe, America, you know, that will
Game point.
will
20,
will
11.
push us to the Olympic ultimate for this sport.
Thank you, Mr. Miswan, for your comments. Yeah, yes, it's very encouraging. I'm hoping the young players actually get to hear this interview. Right, you actually gave very good encouraging words to the young players, because, you know, if takraw actually reaches the Paris Olympics in 2024 or the LA Olympics in 2028, right, there's a chance for the young players now to actually work hard for the next 5
Game
years
point.
to actually get
20,
at least something for Singapore,
12.
perhaps even an Olympic medal for Singapore. Right? Okay, thank you very much.
One Mayang. Service over. Game place ready. 13. Game point 20. On SK. Player baseline. Change side. They play baseline. Regu. Good set. SK win. 21-13. Please wait.
Welcome again to the Heartbeat at Bedok. We are now witnessing the third and fourth playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK. Mayang Putra is the team wearing white and black stripes. SK is the team in green tops. Welcome to the sport of Sepak Takraw, a sport that has its roots here in Southeast Asia. Right? We have Sepak and Takraw, two words. Right? Sepak is the Malay word for to kick, and Takraw is the Thai word for the synthetic ball that's being used in the sport. Right? We have variations across Southeast Asia for the sport. Chinlon is played in Myanmar, and Sipa is played in the Philippines. Sepak Takraw traditionally is played 3-on-3. Like football, volleyball style. Okay, in Takraw, of course, we have a trio. Right? The trio is called the Regu. The Regu has players with specialized roles. Right? We have the Tekong. The first player is the Tekong. The player whose primary job is to serve the ball. Then we have the feeder and the striker. So, in defending the ball, each team is only allowed 3 touches for each play. So whenever the ball comes to them, the first touch is usually for one of the players to receive the ball. The second touch is usually by the tekong or the feeder to kick it high into the in the mid-air into the area just in front of the net for the third player, who is the striker, to do his acrobatic skill to kill the ball. And this acrobatic skill is the feature that makes this sport very exciting. Okay, because we always look forward to a striker doing his acrobatic launch and the other striker doing his jump, spreading himself big in order to stop the kill. Right? An official match is won by the best of 3 sets. The team that wins by 2 sets is declared the winner. Right? In each set, there are 21 rally points. The meaning of a rally point is that in each play, there will be a team that actually wins the point. Right? So if Tekong does not serve the ball well, immediately the point goes to the other team.
Service over.
In the olden days, traditionally only the serving team wins the point. This new rule change certainly has made the game faster paced and more exciting. Right? And for a 21 points in a set, when it comes to 2020, what we would have is a deuce. Right? In a deuce, the team that gets a 2-point lead first will win the set.
Point. SK.
So in a 2-point, the team that wins a 2-point lead will win the set, and if the score comes to 24 all, the team that makes it 25-24 will win the set.
Fine. Mayang.
This sport has been a mainstay in the Asian Games and the SEA Games. This year's SEA Games will be held in the Philippines. Several cities and towns in the Philippines are going to be hosting the entire SEA Games. Manila will host the bulk of it. But we also have Bulacan and Batangas and Clark and Subic. And Subic will be the venue for Sepak Takraw in this year's SEA Games.
Point SK.
In last year's Asian Games in Palembang, Indonesia, there were 6 events being contested in the Sepak Takraw events. Thailand won 4 gold medals. Okay, Malaysia won another gold medal, and Indonesia won the other gold medal. Right? Amongst Thailand's 4 gold medals, 2 were won by the men and 2 were won by the women. Right? This game is already making waves amongst the women in the Asian scene. Not only do we have the likes of Thailand, Malaysia, Laos, Myanmar, and host Indonesia, even Japan, Korea, and India have their women participating in the Asian Games Sepak Takraw. 16 teams took part in the Asian Games Sepak Takraw. It was very encouraging to see Japan, Korea, India, Nepal, and Pakistan taking part in the Asian Games. for this sport. The sport is now aiming to
Time's up. Place in the
be
court.
entering the Olympics. It will take a bit of time. No time for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics next year. Okay, but perhaps for the Paris 2024 and Los Angeles 2028. Singapore gave a very good account of themselves in last year's Asian Games with 2 bronzes. Singapore won a bronze in the men's Regu and another bronze in the men's quadrant.
Point. SK.
And referee Zainal Muhammad gives a point to the SK for this play.
7-3.
Number 11 of SK to serve. Whoops.
SK.
There was a fault by the Mayang player using the hand. So another point for SK.
Eight, 3. Point. Mayang.
Point for Mayang. Mayang, sorry.
Service over.
Mayang Putra, sorry. I beg your pardon.
Place order.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and a very warm welcome in Singapore. The weather is really hot outside. Welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its origins here in Southeast Asia. Right, we have variations of the sport across Southeast Asia. Chinlon is played in Myanmar and Sipa is played in the Philippines.
13 out, 17 in.
The sport is played traditionally 3-on-3, a bit like football, volleyball style. Each Regu consists of 3 players, each with his specialized role. We have the tekong, the feeder, and the killer. Right? The tekong is the server. Right? His primary job is to serve the ball. The rule is that he must keep his non-serving foot inside the center circle, and the serving foot will be launched high into the air to strike the ball fast into the opponent's court. Oh, what a move by the Mayang Putra, number 18, Lester. Right, that was a good serve. He didn't launch it fast. He actually launched it curving into the nearer part of the net, into the SK team's court. Right. Lester to serve again for Mayang Putra. Oh! It came off again. SK were not ready for that serve. Another point for Mayang Putra. Playing now for Mayang Putra are number 8. Beg your pardon. For Mayang Putra now will be number 8, Zahirman bin Zaharuddin. We have number 18, Lester Ong Jun Kai, and number 17, Muhammad Razif Asmawi. Playing now for SK are number 2, Muhammad Irsharuddin bin Kamis, number 11,
8-7.
Muhammad Shafiq Abdullah, and number 4, Muhammad Shafiq bin Juraimi. Shafiq Abdullah with a serve. Very good serve. That was an ace by Shafiq Abdullah for an ace for SK and a point for SK. Right, Mayang Putra could not receive the serve well. Referee Zainal Muhammad and assistant referee Harun Kostan awarding the point to SK. Shafiq Abdullah to serve again for SK.
Out.
Good strike by
Point SK.
the Mayang player. Unfortunately, the ball went long, so SK get the point.
Ten, 7.
Another serve by SK by Shafiq Abdullah. For Mayang!
Point. Mayang.
Good kill by
Service over.
number 8, Zahirman Zaharuddin. to give the point for Mayang Putra.
Eight, 10.
Lester Ong to serve again for Mayang.
Point, SK.
Another point for SK. Mayang Putra to serve.
Keep ready. 8, 11.
The serve by Lester.
Point, Mayang.
And Mayang Putra obviously have Lester to thank. Lester Ong's serves have mostly gone in. There's a very high succession rate for a serve by the player. Right? And Lester Ong to serve again
9,
for Mayang Putra.
11. Point SK. Service over. Twelve, 9.
SK to serve. Shafiq Abdullah.
Point
Oh!
SK.
What a serve by Shafiq Abdullah. Not received well by number 17, Razif Asmawi of Mayang. So a point for SK. And SK get the serve again. Shafiq Abdullah to serve
9.
for SK. Ladies and gentlemen, I've received word that the final will start at 1:30 p.m. The final of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup
Point Mayang.
between Police SA and Ali Fiche Sepaktakraw team, and that will be held at 1:30 p.m. Yes, please come down to the Heartbeat at Bedok to watch this final. Or if you can't, there's this YouTube channel.
13, 10. Point Mayang. Service over.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok here in Singapore. We are witnessing the third and fourth playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup
11,
between Mayang Putra
13.
and SK. We are in the third Regu. SK winning the first Regu. Mayang Putra winning the second Regu. And here we are in the third Regu. Right? Whoever wins his third Regu will clinch third place and bronze medal in this Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup.
Twelve, 13. Mayang.
Point for Mayang.
Thirteen, all.
Good serve again by Lester Ong of Mayang. Right?
Service over.
SK were not able to receive the ball well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok. In a short while, perhaps at about 1:30 p.m., we will witness the final of the Perses Premier League Marathon Cup between Police Sports Association and Ali Piche Sepaktakraw team. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now witnessing the third Regu of the third and fourth playoff of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Mayang Putra and SK. Ladies and gentlemen, for those not familiar with the sport of Sepaktakraw, as you can see, Sepaktakraw the rules allow for the players to celebrate in front of their opponents. They can even taunt their opponents a little bit, although not excessively.
13, 16.
SK with the chance. Excellent kill. Lester Ong of Mayang tried to block, but couldn't do it. Was to no avail.
Okay, press ready. Okay, press, baseline, time out.
Okay, as we await to end this game, as well as the 1:30 final between Police and Ali Piche Sepaktakraw team, let me just announce the lineups for the Police Sports Association. We have jersey number 1, Firdaus bin Muhammad. Jersey number 15, Muhammad Muzaffar Shah bin Ismail. Number 11, Muhammad El Haziq Ul Haq bin Muhammad Ihsan Ul Haq. Number 5, Haji Saiful Bahri bin Hassan Ali. Number 9, Muhammad Khairi bin Muhammad Kusbari. Number 2, Hidayat bin Slamat. Number 16, Muhammad Shafiq bin Sukaimi. Number 13, Khairul Fahmi bin Yazid. Number 12, Muhammad Ainul Yakin bin Muhammad Taufik. Number 20, Izzuddin bin Abdullah. Number 18, Muhammad Iqmal bin Adnan. Number 10, Muhammad Nur Irwan bin Maslan. Number 6, Asfandi bin Ja'al. Number 7, Muhammad Hafiz bin Misngadi. Number 14, Muhammad Hairul Nizam bin Muhammad Abdul Kahar. Number 19, Muhammad Fakrin Shakirin bin Sazali. Number 3, Umar bin Muhammad Mahtar. Number 8, Muhammad Hasbi bin Zainal. Number 17, Muhammad Fadli bin Zamin. And number 4, Abdul Hamiruddin bin Noor. Police Sports Association are coached by Cheng Kai Chuan. Rather, the team manager for Police is Cheng Kai Chuan. Team coach is Muhammad Farid Ismail, and assistant coach is Abdul Zahid bin Abdul Aziz. Let me announce the teams for the let me announce the team lineup for Ali Piche Sepaktakraw team. Number 2, Muhammad Azrin bin Sairuddin.
17,
Number 13, Muhammad
14.
Farhan bin Amran. Number 12, Muhammad Nasrun bin Ja'far. Number 7, Harul Anwar bin Abdul Rahim. Number 8, Baharuddin bin Abdul Karim. Number 4, Muhammad Faisal bin Sa'ad. Number 3, Eddie Nur Shafiq bin Sahari. Number 29, Raihan bin Aladdin. Number 5, Muhammad
17,
Adam bin Ja'far.
15.
Number 11, Muhammad Amjadan bin Piche. Number 1, Muhammad Ridwan bin Abdul Hamid. Number 10, Muhammad Al-Haj Kasmanani. Number 9, Sharul bin Abdul Rahman. Number 16, Nur Hidayat bin Haris. Number 6, Muhammad Hanafi bin Boniran. And number 17, Muhammad Saiful bin Slamat. The team manager for Ali Piche is Muhammad Amin bin Sardar. Assistant team manager is Muhammad Muzaffar, and coach is Syed bin
15,
Yusuf.
18.
We will witness this final at 1:30 p.m. In the meantime, We are still in the third Regu of the third and fourth playoff between Mayang Putra and SK.
Service over.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Heartbeat at Bedok here in Singapore, and welcome to the sport of Sepaktakraw, a sport that has its origins here in Southeast Asia. So primarily played in Southeast Asia, this sport is now already picked up by Japan, Korea, India, Nepal and Pakistan, as seen in last year's Asian Games 2018 in Palembang, Indonesia. In last year's Asian Games, we had 6 events, 4 by the men and 2 by the women. We had Thailand winning 4 gold medals, Malaysia won another gold medal, and the other gold medal went to hosts Indonesia. And Singapore gave a good account of themselves in the Asian Games last year with 2 bronze medals, one in the one bronze medal was won in the men's Regu, and the other bronze medal was won in the men's quadrant. Right? And Singapore will be hoping for a better showing in this year's SEA Games in late November, early December in the Philippines. The SEA Games is going to be held in several cities and towns in the Philippines. Manila will host the bulk of it. Bulacan, Clark, Subic and Batangas will host some of the other games. Sepaktakraw will be held in Subic, in a coastal town in the Philippines. And Sepaktakraw, with its origins in Southeast Asia, teams to look out for are obviously Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Myanmar, Laos, and Singapore.
Service over.
And we are hoping for more teams to join the International Sepaktakraw Federation. We hope for more African teams, more teams from South America, right, to form the 50 teams that make up the
19, game point 20.
Sport that will be a medal sport in the Olympics. Right? There will not be enough time for Sepaktakraw to make an appearance in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, but we are all hoping for the best for the 2024 Olympics in Paris and the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, USA. The Sepaktakraw tournament was a huge success in last year's Asian Games in Palembang, Indonesia. 6 gold medals were at stake. Thailand with 4, Malaysia with 1, and host Indonesia with the other one. Thailand's 4 gold medals came 2 by the men and 2 by the women. Right, the Thai men won the men's team doubles and the men's team Regu.
Match point 20.
And the women won the women's Regu and the women's quadrant.
Point, SK.
What a point by SK.
Clear baseline. There they go. SK win. 21-13. 21-20. Player shake hand.
Gimana? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the third and fourth placing. Right? Shortly in about 1:30 p.m. we will have the final of the Perses Premier League 2019 Marathon Cup between Ali Piche Sepaktakraw team and Police Sports Association. Everyone is welcome to come down to the Heartbeat at Bedok. Do come down to this superb building. It's located in Bedok in the eastern part of Singapore. It's at the 4th level. This takraw court here where we are at is at the 4th level. A huge court with a very high ceiling. Right? We're going to witness the final starting at 1:30 p.m. And for those who are not able to come down, if you're watching this live,